Hey, got a minute? I want to get back with you about the survey that I'd asked you to take a couple of weeks ago. First of all, I want to say thanks to those of you who filled it out. I was really encouraged by the fact that well over 300 of you filled out a survey. So it gives us a really good picture of how you're feeling about church in regard to health concerns. Two things I wanted to highlight. The first is that 66% of you said that if we were to open the church with all of the necessary precautions, masks and temperature checks and no singing and social distancing, no children and so forth, 66% of you said you would not be returning for a service like that. Makes perfect sense to me. That's not what we think about when we think about coming to worship on a Sunday at Hope Church. The other thing that folks said, 75% of you actually, said that you don't intend to come back for in-person worship until there's a vaccine or a vaccine that's been around for at least a year. 75% said that. So based on that information, the lead team has made a really difficult decision that we will not be having in-person worship through the end of 2020. That we feel like for the sake of others, for the sake of the health of the congregation, and in listening to you through this survey, that we will not be able to provide the kind of worship service and in a safe way that folks are going to be interested in coming to. Again, a really difficult decision. Believe me when I tell you, nobody is more anxious for us to get back together on Sunday mornings as a congregation than I am. I miss you guys. I miss the energy and the excitement and the worshiping together, the conversations that we have, all of the wonderful stuff that happens on Sunday. I miss it desperately. But my most important concern, of course, is for the health of our congregation and beyond that to the communities around us. That doesn't mean that church doesn't go on. We'll continue to do the online worship as we've been doing it. And I'm telling you, every week I hear from people who are saying how much they're enjoying the online. They miss being in the building, but are enjoying and the experience of online worship with their families, and some are getting together with friends. And so thanks for letting us know that the online experience is a good one for you. And if you have any thoughts on that, please share those with me at jeff@meethope.org. I'd love to hear from you on that. In addition to that, we have plans to continue to find ways for our people to be together physically in smaller ways than in Sunday morning worship. So right now, in the summer, we have parking lot worship going on. We've had two successful ones. One got canceled because of weather, but two successful ones with about 100 people at each one. That's been great. We're planning, as the weather begins to change, as the fall comes in, of doing smaller in-person services that we would also live stream. So if you couldn't be there, you could tune in. So that would be a midweek kind of experience. Our small groups continue to meet. Our children, we're finding ways for children to be connected, as well as our youth ministry. And so we're finding ways for people to connect socially. One of the other exciting things that's happening right now, we have a group that is working on a design idea for a prayer park in front of our building. And so as those plans develop, we'll be sharing more about that. But the idea of that is you could come onto the property yourself personally, outside for a time of contemplation and prayer, or a small group of you could come and be in that little park, social distanced and hanging out together. So we continue to be the church. We continue to do things not only for ourselves, but to reach out to others. I am so excited by the ways that Hope Outside is working and the ways that people are responding to that. We're going to be celebrating our 30th anniversary and some exciting things around that I'll be sharing. But for right now, Just wanted you to know that for the sake of others, for the sake of your health, your family, and families who are a part of our community of faith, as well as our community, our broader communities, we will not be meeting for in-person worship through the end of this year, unless, of course, there are dramatic changes on the ground that we would want to reconsider that. And at that point, we could start very quickly if something changed in a dramatic way. Don't anticipate that, unfortunately. We are looking forward to, and I'm encouraging you to pray for our vaccines, that they would be successful and that they would be mass produced and available by the end of this year, as some health care officials are projecting. So keep that in prayer. Thanks a lot. God bless you. Be in touch, Jeff at meethope.org, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.